Hello. Hi, Sue. Hi, how are you?
Fine, yes.
Good. Yeah, I'm really good, thank you. Yeah, I travelled up from the south coast back up to Caddington, but I'm all good. Right, Becky's just joining us, and I think Christiane's coming as well. So, have you got all of your equipment to hand, Sue? Main things we need are balls and resistance bands. Oh, look at that, a little tub full. Wow, puts mine to shame. Hi, Becky. Hello, darling. What equipment have you got there, my darling? Resistance, ball, superb. You haven't got a ring yet, have you? Oh, you've got a ring as well. Okay, cool. You've got a choice tonight. I mean, I'm going to do mainly ball, but you've got a choice of ring as well if you want to use that. So grab that too. That's it, lovely. Have you used the ring before?
Yeah.
Yeah. I know it's on quite a few of the videos if you ever get a chance to do the videos as well. Yeah, they're good, but they're brutal. I used it this morning. Oh my God, did I feel it this afternoon? So we don't do as many when we do use them. We'll warm up. I know Christiane is joining us, but I don't want to delay things. So we're going to warm up sitting, I think, tonight. So just sit cross-legged if that's comfortable for you, and we shall get started. Lovely. Okay, oh, there she is. She's just coming in now. Just check she's okay before we get started. So while you're sitting there, you can maybe do a stretch side to side. Hi, Christiane, darling. Lovely to see you, hon. We're going to use whatever you've got. If you've got weights and balls and resistance bands, we're gonna use a bit of everything, but mainly balls and resistance bands because I know you've got those. Lovely. Okay, so you're sitting cross-legged, you're ready, and you've done a side stretch. Hopefully, clasping the fingers and just push the hands forward, drop the head, and then bring the tummy in and round all the way down. And then just coming back up, rebuilding through the spine. First of all, arms on top, drop the shoulder blades down, and then lift the shoulder blades up. So scapula just coming down at the back and up, and again. Lovely. And then just rotate those hands coming down. Lovely. Stretching one arm across, and again, just rotating that wrist. Fingers wide, clasp them, and again, and then just do the thumb. Reaching up for the tricep, just pushing the arm back. Excellent. And let's do the same the other side. So when you've got the arm, bring it down and across, so you feel a big pull down here, and wiggle those fingers. Okay, so doing the triceps as well. Just push back. Nice deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. Roll the shoulders. And then the elbows as well. I think you're all on mute. It's a funny pop sound I could hear then. And then squeeze the shoulder blades at the back. Lovely. Okay. Bring the soles of the feet together. Very gentle pressure for the inner thighs. Again, you can round over if you like, or just stay seated upright. Okay, we're going to do the glutes next. You can do it with both legs straight, one crossed over, or if you feel the need, you can bend that bottom leg as well, get more of a stretch going on. So then I have my ankle. If I'm doing the bottom leg bend, I have my ankle over my knee, really, it's more comfortable. Rotate the top ankle, flex and point that bottom one. Excellent. And let's switch over, just reset the hips first, shake the legs, and then you can either just cross over a straight leg again, or doing that bent leg version. Rotating that top one, and flexing and pointing the bottom one. Excellent. And then uncrossing. Let's put the opposite hand on the knee, use this hand to twist yourself right round at the waist, looking slightly behind. Sitting tall through the crown of the head, deep breath, come back to the front and the other way. And coming to the front. Okay, so this morning I used a Pilates ring, but I think we're going to use a ball to start. We're going to come into a mermaid position. Alright, so although we've only just done a few stretches, this is kind of a stretch as well. So you've got your hand on the ball. My ball is fairly squidgy. You don't want it too squidgy. You need to be able to roll it. Okay. And it makes it a little bit harder if it's pumped up a bit more than too squashy. So just coming over enough so that you feel that you're starting to activate the arm. Have the arm squeezed, your core is on, and let's just test that out. So just bend the elbow, make sure everything feels fairly stable, and when you're happy with that positioning, then come over, and with your arm in this position, the bottom hand is just going to press down for 3. So you're pressing the hand into the ball, coming up and over. Again, keep the elbow bent, pressing down into your ball, coming back up. And again, press, 2, 3, up, and again, 1, 2, 3. Now stay down there with quite a bit of pressure on that ball, and if you can, we're just going to lift and lower that top leg. Now if that feels uncomfortable, ditch the ball and come down, because I don't expect to lift your leg very high with your hand on the ball, because it really works into the hip. So I've just got a tiny little movement there. And coming back up. Okay, so just bring the feet round to the front again, and then to the other side. So doing exactly the same thing the other side. So just positioning yourself, and then 1, 2, 3. You can roll the ball back up with you, roll it back down. 1, 2, 3. You should feel that activating into the triceps and around the top of the back there. 2, 3, and again. 1, 2, 3. Now I'm going to try and lift that leg up and down, pushing into the ball. Really difficult to do these, so just ditch the ball if you have to, or take a rest. And come back up. Grabbing the ball, sitting upright, you're just simply going to do twists and tap the ball down. So you're just going to twist and tap forward. So just sitting upright for now. So core is switched on, your back is nice and tall, and you should feel a squeeze in your obliques as you bring the whole of the waist round. If you want to work your arms a bit harder, then you really squeeze either side of the ball as well as twisting. And then when you need to, you come up and over your knees. Right, then I'm going to come a little bit lower this time, so make sure the shoulders are down even though the arms are out. Coming into a half roll down this time. Same thing, twist. You don't have to come all the way down, that's quite uncomfortable. So just twist down to where it's comfortable. Now let's stick with the same side. Okay, so as I come over to the side, my opposite leg's going to straighten. So let's do the same side. That's 2. Let's do 2 more. 3. Really feel that in the oblique. 4. Let's come up and come over before the next one. If you get tired, just don't put as much pressure on the ball, but if you want to work harder, you're squeezing the ball. Alright, so other side for 1, 2, 3, and 4. And come all the way up and forward. And then we're going to finish that particular set with coming all the way down. I think all of you can do full roll down. And we will put pressure on the ball, okay? So squeezing the ball, drop the shoulders, bring the shoulders back as well as squeezing, and then just start to come into your full roll down. Exactly the same thing, coming up as you would normally, but putting pressure into that ball. And then when you come up, just lift the ball up. And then as you start again, bring the ball down. Have your heels together. If you want to try a new way of doing the full roll up, then just have your legs long, heels together, feet out turned slightly, lifting the ball. Excellent. That's it. Make sure the shoulder blades down the spine each time you come down. And again. Love these. One of these is equivalent to so many normal sit-ups. Let's do one more. Come up as slowly as you can for this last one. Excellent, well done. Just pop the ball down and just shake off the hands. Give them a good old shake and the wrists. Excellent. Okay. We're going to, I'm trying to think of the best way to come up. So we're going to do everything on our knees. These are advanced. So in Pilates it's called kneeling side kick, and normally your hand comes down there and you're doing it all in that position. We're actually going to use the ball as a prop, or if you've got a Pilates band you can use that, but I would suggest you use the ball purely because it's even more difficult to lift that leg. So best way to do it really, I suppose, is I prefer to do it from kneeling coming down, but you can do it from being, that's it, you all look good, fantastic. So bring that leg out to the side, and you just want the ball firmly in place, but it's going to move around a little bit. First thing we can do is just trace the foot along the floor, bringing it forward and then bringing it back and slightly further than the back. So just tracing the floor for now. You'll already feel that in your hip, your side, your waist, cores on. Okay, now we're going to just bend the knee with the foot on the mat and just lift as if you're doing one of the kind of dog weed positions that we do on all fours. So just bent leg coming up and down. If you want to work harder, that arm can come up. So just destabilising you a little bit. These are not easy. My hip is really feeling it after this morning, so make sure the arm is back. Okay, now straighten the leg if you want to, or stay with it bent and you're doing straight leg lifts. If the ball is hurting your hand, just get rid of it. And if you don't want to do these kneeling, come all the way down onto your side, just like we normally do for side stuff. Okay. Last version now, bring the leg forward, just slowly and carefully, so my foot is off the floor this time. You can have the arm down if it's starting to hurt. Okay, now everything's a little bit wobbly in this position. Foot down and come back up. Now that is really hard, feeling it in that wrist that you've been balancing the ball on and this hip. So let's just pretend we're hula hooping to loosen off the hips. Excellent. And the other way. Okay. All right, so let's just change sides. As I said before, come onto your side if it feels just too much. Okay. Leg out straight to start with. You can have your arm down your side or up in a moment. Trace the foot along the floor and slightly back. Keep taking deep breaths. Yeah, just take your time to get in the position. So you want the whole hand preferably on the ball. Try not to grip into it because you want the ball to destabilise you. Okay, just bend the foot and then lift and lower. Well done. Don't worry if your leg's barely coming off the mat because in this position it is so hard to lift. And straighten if you can and lift. Done. Okay, last of all, if you can, bring the foot forward and back, even if it's only coming forward a small way. Oh, really feel the work in that arm as well. Well done, girls. Very advanced stuff here. And coming back up again. Oh my goodness, that hurts. Okay, so shake both those hands off. Rotate the wrists. Come on to all fours. I just want you to, even if you need to be on fists for a moment, just do an arch and then come into a flat back, dipping with the bottom up. And again. Okay, just rotating the pelvis as well. It's as if you're hula hooping in this position. If you feel that you can, we'll do some resistance bands next. I'm just thinking maybe we should have a complete break for our hands first. Yeah, let's do that. I'd like to just give your hands a break, otherwise it's going to be a bit much. So let's come onto our back and do a full body stretch, and then we're going to do a few abs. And